And that's the reason he doesn't want to come forward publicly, because he's been threatened. His family's been threatened.
Of course. Yeah. And so now I know who he is. And the people who are going to need to know, the president, attorney general, law enforcement, and on down the system will know, or do know by now.
Khloe Kardashian is getting involved with UFO disclosure, apparently, or is this just Dr. Stephen Greer getting desperate as he plans to announce or release brand new sensitive and confidential information? Well, that's what we're going to be diving down today, and you guys can be the judge of that. So, in case you haven't noticed, right, Dr. Stephen Greer is apparently coming out with a 2025 briefing document on all things UFOs, right? Now, this is kind of exciting because it's supposed to be this whole, like, rundown of everything that he knows. But the idea of this is based on available information. This document is a redacted version of an official briefing originally provided to government officials worldwide. Published for broader access in 2025, it spans 324 pages in its paperback form and covers a wide range of subjects pertinent to UFO disclosure. The document is described as including some of the best evidence and cases related to UFOs and extraterrestrial intelligence, alongside key US government and international documents that Greer claims expose the reality of these phenomena. It also delves into the structure of maintaining secrecy around UFOs, identifying who is responsible and their motivations, which Greer often frames as tied to advanced technology suppression and control. Additionally, it offers an overview of extraterrestrial beings that might be visiting Earth and explores the implications of their presence, aligning with Greer's long-standing narrative of peace, contact, and transformative potential for humanity. The briefing builds on Greer's decades-long work with the Disclosure Project, which he founded in 1993 to push to the release of classified UFO information. It reflects his ongoing efforts to brief high-level officials, such as those in the Trump administration in 2025. It is positioned as a pivotal resource amid whatever Greer is and his supporters see in the imminent wave of disclosure from whistleblowers and insiders. The document is available for purchase through outlets like the official store, indicating its dual role as both advocacy tool and a public educational resource. Now, Greer's claims about the document's significance are bold, suggesting that it even reveals a hidden technological and cosmic reality, including reverse-engineered extraterrestrial craft and suppressed energy systems. However, these assertions remain controversial and lack independent verification from mainstream scientific or governmental sources, making the document a focal point for ongoing debates about UFO transparency. But what's made this seem like something very exciting to something that seems almost desperate in some people's eyes is the fact that he has then passed this out to huge social media influencers and reality stars and has basically got them to post it on their social medias, even though they've never had anything to do ever with UFO topic, UFO disclosure, or even hinted at the idea of being interested in UFO disclosure, right? And that's what takes this. If it was influencers who are really interested in trying to push the word out there, then you'd be like, fair enough. But because these influencers have literally no care, seemingly, right, as far as we're aware, based off of what they've posted in the past, they've got no care in really, like, sharing this kind of thing or being interested in UFO disclosure. One person in particular who has come out recently is Khloe Kardashian, of course, of the Kardashian family, sister to Kim Kardashian, right? She is one of the biggest and most followed people on the planet. With over 300 million followers on social media, she is incredibly, she gets a lot of eyeballs. So this is obviously a very interesting thing for Dr. Stephen Greer to do. But she posted to her social media story, obviously you can see it from Khloe Kardashian, Sensitive and Confidential, the Disclosure Project Briefing Document 2025 by Dr. Stephen Greer. Now, this is really, really interesting, and it's what's pivoted the narrative from being a disclosure project to a bit of a sellout. That's what people are stating. Not me, just other people, before you get heated in the comments. Khloe Kardashian obviously is a well-known social media personality with a massive following, and reportedly received a copy of the 2025 briefing document on UFOs and shared it with her audience of over 300 million followers on Instagram. This event has sparked interest online, particularly among those following the UFO-related topics, as noted on posts from X from February 2021 to 22 of 2025. Dr. Stephen Greer is a prominent figure, obviously, in ufology, but the specific contents of the 2025 briefing aren't publicly detailed, and the available information, but based on Greer's history, it likely includes, claims about UFO sightings and stuff like this. Khloe's involvement seems to be limited to receiving the post and posting about the document, amplifying its reach significantly due to her celebrity status. But there's no indication that she's deeply engaged with the content beyond sharing it. But her action has brought mainstream media attention to Greer's work, and the timing of February 2025 aligns with Greer's ongoing predictions of imminent disclosures, as he's made similar claims in recent months, e.g. to January of 2025 in a podcast statement about whistleblower revelations. Whether this document contains groundbreaking evidence or is another iteration of Greer's long-standing narrative remains unclear at this time. Without access to it, public reaction on X suggests that curiosity is about content, with some speculating it could tie to Greer's broader claims about extraterrestrial presence and government cover-ups. But it also comes hand in hand with Kim Kardashian doing a new promo shoot for Skims, which of course is her, beauty wear, I guess. Her brand, and she posted it with a bunch of aliens, which of course is very, very interesting as well. Now, obviously, this is just speculative. It might just be, coincidence that she's tied up this with the, the disclosure thing, but it's a bit weird, isn't it? The fact that these things have all kind of come together, and people are like, well, that's clearly the reason as to why Greer has chosen to do this. But he's currently trending all over Twitter for this. Khloe Kardashian posting it on her social media has massively, massively amplified this. And people, like I say, are divided. They're not sure what to think of this. They don't know whether this is, a genuine, campaign from Dr. Stephen Greer, and considering his reputation as one of the longest standing and biggest whistleblowers on the planet, you'd think he'd go to someone who genuinely cared about this topic, but it seems like he's not really gone down that direction. He's gone down the route of just get as many eyeballs on this as possible. So there's conflicting interests potentially. Some people stating that he's just selling out again, or some people stating that he genuinely cares and he just wants to try and get as much attention on this as possible. But where do you guys sit on this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. I'm genuinely very, very curious to hear about this, because it's a weird one. It's a weird one for sure. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Do you think this is good? Do you think this is bad? Do you think this is tarnishing the image somewhat? Very, very curious. Yeah. While you're down there, jump, get the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, tick my little bell, and until next time, guys, I will speak to you later. Peace.